You're live. So.
Are we live? Are we? No, it's gonna be standing.
What's that? It's gonna be this way?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Rotate device. No, it says rotate device. So, I don't know.
So our first one.
Yeah. So, oh, we have 4 people on here. Oh, geez.
Yeah, but in the other one, there's 75 people.
Well, you guys tell the other 75 that they need to come over here. This is just a nightmare. Let's go up here to the
I'm telling
to
them.
the Los Barillas sign. Hey guys, a little technical difficulty here from Mexico, and yeah. So now the sun's straight in our eyes. Here, I'll show you this. I know this is not cool talking to you guys with my glasses on, but hey everybody, we're live from Los Barillas, Mexico, and we're literally sitting on the side of the road. Here, check this out. Because internet is pretty much non-existent here in most places. High-speed internet means 3 megabytes up and 1 megabyte down.
Oh my goodness!
Or, yeah.
I'm going like here with the other chat on the other live, and everybody is like, "How do we get to the other one?" Nobody knows how to get it.
Yeah. There's gonna be, if they go to the YouTube channel, and there's gonna be a live stream somehow. These guys are finding it. We've got a whole bunch of people found it already. Oh crap, we got 70 people found it already.
Yeah.
So the 70 that were over there are now over here, or maybe you're new and you didn't know the other one was jacked up.
There's still 61 here.
There's still 61, so they're slowly migrating over. So welcome everybody to Jacked Up Live in Los Barillas, Mexico. Drive up here to the sign so we can show them the sign.
Anybody from the other chat room?
Whew.
Anybody here that actually was waiting on the other one and just logging into this one, let us know. Because we're actually in the car. We're doing the live in the car. Can you believe that?
We are, yeah, I'm going to try to put this out a little further.
What you're showing.
They're a little further away from us. And hopefully you guys can hear us. Can you guys hear us okay? I can't see without my other glasses on here. Let me put my dork glasses on. Can you guys...
He just broke his other, the cooler looking glasses, and now he only has this, dorky ones.
Yeah, I got these dorky ones. Okay, I can hear you fine. That's good. All right, cool.
So we thought, we will get better internet as well, but we thought, and also showing you Los Barillas here in Mexico, that this is an actual expat community. I would say 80% of people here are actually Canadians and Americans. And everybody, even the Mexicans here, speak English. So it's kind of like your little U.S. in Mexico, I guess, how you call it.
Yeah, Los Barillas is not the place to go if you want to really work on your Spanish, because mostly everybody here speaks English. But it is an amazing place. We've now spent close to a month here total.
No.
All in total.
The first time we came here, it was 1 week.
Let's just park right over here. Can we park off to the side right here with our flashers on? Probably.
Why?
Why? Because we're going to take them outside and show them the sign.
Oh. These people were right behind us, so.
All right, guys. So welcome. Thank you guys so much for being so patient. Like I said, internet sucks, so I was trying to do it from my phone, and the mobile would not pick up the live event that was set up on my PC. So that's the problem we've had. Just throw her in park. Let's jump out here.
I don't think I can turn park. Just
right here.
Yeah, I don't think I can park it here.
Right.
There's people driving right here.
You guys, I'll be back with Lori in just a second. Here, let me take you guys outside. So I'm gonna take you over here to see Los Barillas. And I'm just gonna walk out into the middle of the street because you can hear, and nobody's gonna care. It's a normal thing. It's probably a little windy. So here's Los Barillas. This is it. This is the main sign, the main entrance coming in. This is Highway 1, the coastal highway. This is the road here that comes in from town. And yeah, I'm walking in the middle of town. So Lori's gonna come back here now and pick me up. We're gonna do some hitchhiking. So we're gonna show you guys live from Los Barillas. We're gonna actually give you guys a tour of Los Barillas.
Sir, your Uber is here.
Thank you, lady, thank you.
Okay, it's gonna be 20,000 Mexican pesos.
20,000 pesos, so that's like $6 or something like that, American.
It's just so horrible. We're so horrible.
But yes, we are going to be driving around. I'm not going to be wearing a seatbelt because we're going to be getting in and out here.
Oh, it's going to start dinging, the car.
The car is going to start dinging here. Okay, I'll put my seatbelt on. All right, because we're going to have people yell at us.
See, like, the produce in Mexico. Like, there's, like, here truckloads that they will,
yeah.
like, sell you watermelons or...
Hey, guys. Here, check this out. Look at that. You can get watermelons live right here on the side of the road. You just, if you want to shop, you just come out and drive around, and then watermelons will show up. And today we bought jicama on the side of the road.
Oh my God! Laura just told us like not too long ago that she bought a. Let me pull over because there's people behind me. That she just bought a jicama in the U.S. or at least she saw it for $3 one jicama, and here we just like bought a bag with many of them for like $2.50 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I have to say, food in Mexico, super cheap.
Pretty darn cheap. So
yes.
This is either going to be the coolest live we've ever done or just the dumbest, stupidest live we've ever done. But either way, we're going to have fun either way. So we're just going to drive around Los Barillas here and show you guys a little bit of the town. Here's a little shopping center. Look at that little shopping center right there. Nice little shopping center.
And here's the thing.
Plaza Libertad.
And here in Mexico, sometimes the places, you have some gorgeous places here. It's like you can see that they have spent a lot of money, but there's other places that it's not that like exciting to see, but the community is what makes it exciting. And I think Los Barillas is one of them. It doesn't have like super this luxury amazing places, but oh my God, the community here is just so cool and so tight and so awesome.
Right, but there is some luxury here too. The hotel is pretty nice. The Las Palmas is pretty nice. They have great restaurants there and stuff. Mm-hmm. We may drop out here at some point in time because we are driving around town. But what we found is that in the little downtown area here,
like, there's my wine at the wine place.
You want to go have wine right now during the live? You're gonna have to wait till after the live today.
And I have already picked up my wine. It's in the fridge.
Yeah, we're gonna be dropping off in here because I can see people chatting here. This is kind of cool. So I can see you guys chatting on my phone. All right, let me put my dumb glasses on, jeez, so that I can see you guys chatting and what you guys are talking about. Kevin Miller, are you in the house? I know he was in the other thing. Bellafato's in the house.
Yay, Chris.
Randy says he loves this idea. I don't know, Randy.
As long as there is cell signal. That's a tricky part about here, Los Barillas, where we are, where the campground is, like actually where we have like the whole like gadgets and everything, what we use for the live usually, it's in the campground, but Wi-Fi and cell signal, both of them suck over there. So that's why last minute we have to jump into the car. Oh, and by the way, it's like we're running 1 hour behind because we thought we were in mountain time.
Yeah.
And we're not in mountain time. We are in Pacific time right now. And that was the confusion we had at the beginning. And one of the reasons why we're like last minute kind of like troubleshooting everything too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I thought we were in mountain time. I even told John Sanessy I'm mountain. By the way, John Sanessy says no drinking and driving. That doesn't matter here, guys. If you're a tourist here in Los Barillas, we were told by one of the local guys who knows the police, they won't do anything. You can just drive around here with beer. They don't care. It is the craziest thing. Now, there's some things about Mexico that drive me crazy, and that's the lawlessness of some of it. And then the really cool thing about Mexico is the lawlessness of it. I mean, there's both sides of that. Like you can,
doesn't make sense.
It does, because like you got to have laws, but like you can cross the street anywhere here. You can drink and drive. You can drive down the beach. It doesn't matter. You just do whatever you want. Well, as long as you're not bothering anybody else, they don't care.
Especially in Los Barillas. Like we were talking to one of the locals last night, and they said, oh yeah, if you go to other towns, like they will totally ticket you for certain things. But here in Los Barillas, it's like they just give a pass to all the people coming here, all the tourism and all that stuff.
Right.
So a lot of people will be on their quads, just driving with a beer in hand. It's like... Oh,
everyone's saying let Lorena have her wine. So can we go in there and get wine? You probably can't get it to go, right?
Not to go. I was talking about actually sitting, because I think there's certain places that today on Saturday they're very busy, but that's not one of them because they don't have live music or anything. So I think it's actually a pretty empty place that we can kind of like go and sit down and chat a little bit and have a glass of wine.
We could probably do that. Let's show them Lily's. We got to show you guys where we ate last night.
It's not open.
I know it's not open. It doesn't have to be open because it's her backyard.
We can walk there.
It's right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we
It's right
parked
there.
in a spot where we can be parked?
Yes.
Are you sure? You're parked in a
Yes.
wheelchair handicap spot.
No,
You are, so you need to pull up a little bit.
It was.
Pull up just a little bit. There's a handicap spot here.
I thought it was.
It's not a handicap
white.
spot. It's a spot where
I
the...
thought it was white curb. I'm not like that. Paul is making me seem like the bad person.
No, it's
here,
not. It's a
but-
white curb, but
So.
yeah.
Then what?
You'll see what I'm talking about when we get in.
Okay.
Put it in park. Let's get out of here.
It's funny because the truck, the
Take
Jeep
your-
in front of us is actually Alaska plates. So it's kind of cool to see a lot of Alaska plates here.
Yeah.
Like all the people that we actually, the place where we were in the summer, not all those people are here in the winter.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys, so we're going to take you out for a little walk through the streets here in Los Barillas. I think my phone's going to be fine. I don't think I need to have the battery with me, but I'm going to take the battery with me just in case.
Okay.
And the cable and everything. So this is going to be wonky. We're going to make you guys sick walking around and stuff. But this will be fun. This will be fun. So this is kind of one of the main streets here in Los Barillas. And as you can see, I'm not in a crosswalk. It doesn't matter here. You just walk across the street. Ready?
I was not parked on any handicap anything. That's
Look,
just
the
for the
handicap thing.
sidewalk.
All right. So here we are going down up the street here in Los Barillas, talking to a phone. Everyone's going to think we're nuts.
Everybody's gonna be staring at us like, what are they doing? Look at those two weirdos.
Yeah. So how's everybody doing? How you guys doing up there?
I should actually go into the chat so I can see the comments too.
Yeah, you should see the comments.
Oh, I feel bad because on the other chat there's still 32 people there.
There's still 30 people. Well, tell those other 32 people that they got to find this chat somehow. So we're going down Celso Street. I don't know what Celso Street is, but it's basically a back alley that we're heading down right now. This is a road, by the way. Like, they have a lot of dirt roads here, but the main form of transportation for a lot of people are quads. So they do have a lot of those. So the other technically challenged people are still over in the other chat. We're trying to bring them over here. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Oh, and again, thanks everybody for your birthday wishes. That was amazing. I really appreciate that. For my birthday, we took a quad ride, a UTV ride, whatever you want to call it, side-by-side UTV, and we went up into Santiago, one of the small towns up here, and we went and had a fish pedicure.
Oh my god.
It was really weird.
The weirdest thing ever. You put your feet in and the little fishes just come and just start like nibbling and kind of like do like a suction thing on your feet, and I am extremely super ticklish. Like you guys have no idea how ticklish I am. And I have to put my little water shoes, otherwise I was not gonna be able to go to the hot spring.
Yeah. It's really weird. We'll have video on that pretty soon. And is that Lily right there? Let's see if Lily's
no,
out.
She's not.
I thought we
there.
saw Lily.
No, but she's not there.
You can just yell and tell them that we're showing everybody the restaurant online.
It's literally like somebody's backyard, but
Yeah.
the food here, it's pretty amazing. At night, this
Yeah.
is packed. Like right now, they're not even started.
That's Lily sitting down there. I think.
No.
No? Hola, buenas tardes. So this is Lily's here. And they're just they're firing up the grill, getting it rolling. And so it's literally this lady's backyard. We ate here last night. The food was absolutely amazing. So
Yeah, it
just
was-
absolutely incredible. It
And
was
they don't
awesome.
really do vegetarian stuff, but they actually were able to cater to us. We talked to the person in charge, like the boss, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we can do stuff for you." So the one thing about Mexico is they will really get out of their way to try to accommodate you. So
Yeah.
that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
I know some of you guys are like, "Oh, that doesn't look up to standards. Doesn't look like it's." But here's the thing: a lot of the best food is gonna be in places like that.
Yeah, is there health standard back there? No. But the place was amazing. It was like going to have a barbecue in somebody's backyard in Mexico. It was amazing. It was absolutely incredible.
So, and this spot itself is pretty cool because the funny thing, only the people that live here know about it. So it's a word of mouth thing. They don't advertise it. But I guess now we're locals enough that they told us about it. So we were able to come here.
Yes.
But when I say locals, I'm talking about like all the expat locals, not even your Mexican locals. So it's pretty interesting, this specific community of Los Barillas. So I know you guys, maybe at this point you're sick of like Mexico. We're still not, because we are in t-shirts and we're suntan. So
Yeah.
it's like, that's like pretty amazing to us. And I heard like in the north, like in the lower 48, there's still a lot of snow in Canada as well. Still cold, still snow in some places. So eventually we'll have to go north, but not right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have somebody saying that we're lagging. I'm sure we're going to be lagging quite a bit, gang, so just going to have to bear with us here and see if we can't continue. Can you walk on the sidewalk? I don't want to walk in the middle of the road.
Oh, no, but it's like the sidewalk is like...
The sidewalk is kind of tilted. I don't know if I don't think we can go in there. We could probably broadcast from up here. They'd probably let us sit out here and broadcast. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Walk faster. That was awesome. Lori's going in to check and see if we can go in and have wine, or if we can sit out here and have wine. So I'm just going to hang out and talk to you out here. So hope you guys are all doing well. It did time out for 15 seconds. Yeah, it looks like every now and then we're timing out. So hopefully that doesn't get affected too much. No lagging in Georgia. Well, Georgia, you got great internet. It's not the internet there that I'm worried about. It's the internet here. Somebody said, are you worried about border closing threats? I'm a U.S. citizen. They tell me I can't come back into the country, and if they do, I'll just stay here for a little while. I'm not in any hurry to get back there right now. So what can you do? How long have we been in Mexico? Judy, we crossed into Mexico. Kevin could probably answer that better. I don't remember. We got into Mexico. It had to have been around the first week of February, I believe. So we can't wait to stay in Baja for months. I know, Pamela, it's going to be awesome. No lagging in California, no problems in Connecticut. Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear it. I'm sure there's going to be some weirdness, but it'll come in and out and it should be fine. Florida, 80 degrees. That's awesome. And somebody else asking about the border. Yeah, I'm not worried about that stuff. Most of that stuff, guys, is a load of crap. You know, how many did the last caravan had, what, 4,000 people supposedly coming up, and I think 100.
Found my wine.
You found your wine?
And we can sip in there.
But I don't know if we're going to have cell signal in the building.
And they have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but how good is your
I know.
Wi-Fi? I'm
Wi-Fi
not
is
switching
not
over.
reliable.
Can we sit out here?
Yes, we can. But I will have to go in and get my stuff. But
All
yeah,
right,
we can
cool. Can you grab me a Coke?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Well, we're just gonna hang out here for a little while then, and talk from here. So that's cool. So, anyways, yeah, the whole, guys, don't believe everything you see in the news, please. You gotta remember that a lot of that stuff is just simply not true. Again, the news does not report the normal. I heard this the other day. This is not something I thought of. It's a very cool thing I thought, though. They said the news does not report the normal. It reports the abnormal. And a guy said, you know, planes take off. Thousands of them take off every single day in this country. Nobody reports that. People ride their bicycles every day in the country. Nobody reports that. People drive cars in the country every single day. Nobody reports that. But one accident, and the news is all over it. So remember, the news is reporting the abnormal. The news is not reporting the normal. So don't pay any attention to all that crap. Stop living lives based on what you see and hear on the news, because the news, just because of the way it is, it's negative. It's always going to be negative. So, you know, what are you going to do? We have not one time down here have we felt threatened, have we felt unsafe. Guys, I'm sitting in a little tiny town in the middle of Baja, Mexico right now. Nobody's bothering us. No, it's don't believe the hype. Don't believe all that stuff. Really, really excited that we finally got to jump online here and hang out with you guys a little bit. And now it seems like it's really, yeah, all politics. And I don't even want to get into all that stuff, because that's a no-win situation for any of us. Again, we all love travel, we all love RVing, and so we focus on that stuff. We don't focus on all the other crap that's going on out there, right? Warm day in Massachusetts. Awesome. So I've got this set up now so that the chat is rolling on the left-hand side. I don't know if it's coming in and out because of the lagging or what's going on, but somebody said if you go to downtown Atlanta, yeah, exactly. What's funny is somebody here the other day told us that Los Barillas isn't what it used to be. They said they stole parts off of an ATV the other day. I just laughed. I thought, wow, that's, to them, that is big news here. Like, the fact that somebody would steal parts off an ATV was big news. And I said, in the States, they just take the whole damn thing. They don't take just the parts. How much longer we're going to be here, Randy? I don't know. We should have already been back a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. But we're in no hurry. We're actually still heading south from here, again, back down into the Cape. We're going to do what's called the East Cape, which is, if you're looking at a map, it's the very bottom of Baja, California, and right on the coast, between Los Barillas and San Jose del Cabo. We are not going to have internet for probably 2 or 3 days, so we probably will not have a video out on Tuesday because we're just not going to have internet. Where we're going, there is no internet. I think Lori just went and bought wine, and that's it. I think she left me. She's just in eating wine right now. So I'm just hanging out with you guys talking, and she's in drinking wine. Eating wine? No, she's not eating her wine. She's drinking it. Rick, did I get tilting on the solar? No, man, I added 2 more panels, so I've got over 1,000 watts now of solar. I don't need to tilt them. Down here, the sun shines so much that we really have been, that's the least of our worries, is not having enough power. It's been crazy. What does it cost a day in Mexico?
Okay, I already checked all the cell signal in there and everything. We can go in there.
Yeah, but we're going to be talking loud and annoying people.
There's nobody there.
There's nobody there?
Nobody there.
They're okay with us broadcasting in there?
Yes.
They're
I
going
already
to put us
told
in
me
the
what it's about, and he's like, what are you doing?
Okay.
He's like, I don't understand what you're doing,
All right,
but...
here we go. We're taking you guys inside. If we drop out, it's all Lori's fault. All right? Here we go. So here we are going in the restaurant. Hi, ladies. Buenas tardes. Hi.
This is the plaza.
Oh, this is the plaza. Oh, I guess we're going upstairs. Oh, no, we're going inside of here.
Inside here.
Oh, this is all cool and chill in here. Oh, check this out. Lori's got us right inside of the winery.
My wine?
I told you, she already had her wine. I get nothing.
No. He was going to give you something.
Look at that. This is cool.
So
See, I feel bad because I talk so loud in here, but we're actually inside of the wine place. So, very cool.
So, have a sip. Hey everybody, I know it has been such a weird life, this one, but we're here sitting with wine, and I have a bubbly, by the way, so cheers everybody. It's like, I don't know what, oh yeah. He says he will bring it in a minute, he just got busy with somebody.
Dr. Pepper is a very scarce commodity down here. They don't have very much Dr. Pepper. Oh, thanks, Charles. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yay, thank you so much.
Hey, Brenda. Thank you.
He's like,
Happy accident, right, Sue? I agree.
happy accident.
Yeah, happy accident. We found it in here.
Yes.
This is crazy.
Yeah, and they have Wi-Fi that is like, it's good. I want to say it's not great, but it's good. So, but cell signal seems to be
Chris.
better. So.
Salute.
So
my brother Chris Bellafato from another mother.
we need to get over there so we can hang out.
Do they have Sonoma County wine? I doubt it.
Oh, you never know, because actually the other day, Rhonda, that's one of our new friends, she bought the wine from here, and it was, excuse me, not Sonoma, but it was Paso Robles. So they have California wines here too.
Can we say hi to Nick Gurr? Hey, Nick Gurr, how are you?
Hi, Nick.
I'm sure when you say he loves us so much, he means he loves Lori. 'Cause
Both of us, both of
I
us.
doubt it very much. But that's awesome.
And
Thank you. You
so
guys are amazing.
what questions have you been answering that I have not been here?
I was sworn to secrecy. I wouldn't tell them what we were talking about while you were gone, because we were talking about you behind your back.
Oh, I know that. That's why I wanted to know what exactly you were saying.
They just left the wine place, and now we're here by ourselves.
Let's take, what wine do we want to take with us while he's gone?
Wow, this is crazy. All right, I'm going to show you guys around a little bit here.
Oh my
Check
goodness.
this out. I'm
What
gonna make you guys
is
dizzy. So check this out. Look at this. Here we have a premium tequila. we have Don Julio. That is 6,130 pesos, so approximately 30 bucks. No, 300 bucks.
300, yeah.
Ooh, that's expensive, so that's good there.
Okay, gracias.
Gracias,
¿Cuál es tu
señor.
nombre?
Ariel?
Ariel. He's Ariel.
Ariel? Hey, Ariel. Ariel runs the wine store here, so we're going to be hanging out with him for a little bit. Check that out. All the nice wines up there.
That's the one I had, the Espuma del Mar, the sparkling. That's right dead center.
Oh, is that right? All Mexican wine?
Okay.
Do you, so we're live on YouTube right here. We've got 287 people from the U.S. and all over the world watching. So, do you guys have Sonoma wines here? No, mostly Mexican wines. See, mostly Mexican wines.
Different. How about from
Oh, some U.S. wines here.
California, Chile,
California, Chile. Check that out up there. That's awesome.
Italy, Spain.
Very cool. Very cool. All right,
Italian,
cool.
Spanish. Oh, your Coke is here.
Oh, thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Fantastic. Thank you. I'm the designated driver.
Uh-oh, we're not getting focused. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much. Somebody said congratulations on 25K. Thank you.
I didn't even notice it until actually John Sanesi posted some congratulations. I was like, oh my god, yeah, we hit the 25. Like, we have not even been paying attention to the count really that much. But thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Judy, aren't you walking?
We were walking and then Lori saw a
But-
wine place.
It's the last Saturday. Like, people are, we need to have the wine. So we will have the wine and then we will keep showing you. Here's the thing about showing you town. The idea is to show you town, like around and places. The problem with that is like we might get disconnected. And we saw it when we went down to this little place we just showed you, the taco place that you guys start saying that we were starting to lag behind. So that's the one downside, like if we will actually go somewhere and walk around.
Somebody said, does the Coke taste different here? It actually does, just a little bit. It's, I think, less sugar.
Less sugar, yeah.
Somebody else said that, is Paul doing Coke? No, I'm not doing Coke, I'm drinking Coke.
Paul, the video with the drum with the whale is pretty amazing. I think so too.
Thank you.
And actually, that was so unexpected because the people from the school next to us, the kids were right at the beach and they were just like screaming and moving their hands and they're like, you gotta come. And we started running that way. And there was this well right next to shore for 30 minutes. So at some point we thought it was stranded. At some point we thought like we need to call somebody. We saw ourselves like trying to pull the whale back to the ocean and be on the news and all that. But didn't happen. Actually, everything went okay. Like the whale just all of a sudden just started swimming away. But Paul got to actually get some great drone shots, although it was good to have it, it could have been better.
Yeah,
but
I
it was
couldn't see the
so
whale.
bright. It was so bright that Paul couldn't see on the screen the actual well where it was.
Yeah, I need to put
So
something over my head.
It was a lot of like blind flying, just
Yeah.
like that.
Hey, John Waterbury, Connecticut.
I saw some people saying it's like, what's our next destination? Somebody asked. Sorry guys, it's like I didn't bring my glasses actually, so I cannot see like the little like names because the names are this small. If you have any questions, please put them in capitals so we can actually see them, see the questions. But our next destination, I mean, obviously heading north because it's gonna be start getting pretty hot down here. So the next destination is just north. Is all we can say or all we know for right now, because we can say one thing and then 2 weeks from now it's totally gonna change to something different.
Somebody said Paul looks pale still. It's the lighting. I'm actually fairly tan.
He has been tanning pretty good. I'm actually surprised. He's like,
No, I'm still kind of pale.
I don't have to wear my sunglasses now when he takes off his shirt, so he is tan a little bit, I think. Lorena, are you seeing family? My family is not here. My family, they're not from this side of the country.
Well, we just saw them.
Mexico. Well, they flew here, like
Yeah.
to spend a vacation week with us, but it's not like we are visiting family here in Baja. It's like all my family, they're on Juarez or they're in Mexico City, so, and Guadalajara, but that's about it.
More kite surfing. Sean, I agree. We might have to stay an extra couple of days because I haven't got a chance to get back at it. When are we moving to Mexico? You never know. If they close the border, we might have to. So
We might have to.
Yeah.
So we will start calling it what, the expat experiment.
the expat experiment, yes.
Yeah, but it's like obviously no plans to move over here, but I have to say, we were not expecting to fall in love with it as much as we did. We thought it was gonna be just a few weeks here and out, and all of a sudden it was like Tom and Faye didn't want to leave, Kevin and Laura didn't want to leave. They left because they had to. Charron and Richard have been here for 3 or 4 months,
Yeah.
something like that. So for them it was time to go. But for us, we're like let's just stay a little bit longer.
Kevin, the motorhome experiment.
Experiment.
That's pretty
clever.
good.
That's pretty
He's
clever.
a clever dude. He's a clever man. Somebody said, do you sanitize your freshwater tanks? Yes, we do. Whether we're in Mexico or whether we're in the United States. All we've done down here, and I did a video on that. Haven't posted it yet, but we did a video on water.
Yeah.
We treat the water here just like we do in the U.S.
The only difference, we don't cook with it, we don't drink it. But I don't drink the water over there anyway.
Right. We use bottled water in the U.S. or we use water put
From the
through the
Berkey.
Berkey if we're going to drink it or cook with it. We do the same thing here as we did in the U.S. It hasn't changed, and 2 months, and neither one of us have had any issues yet. No, neither one of us have had any issues.
Mark and Lisa from Hawaii, they're here. Hey guys, we
Hey,
met
guys.
very briefly at the airport, but yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool running into you guys in the airport. We love that stuff, guys, by the way. So if you do see us out and about, make sure you say hello.
Yeah.
Seeing somebody in Hawaii just blew our mind. That just absolutely blew our mind.
Sometimes people ask us, what is the oddest place you have been that people know you or you have met somebody? And we always say Hawaii, and it has been New York City.
Right.
It's like, oh, so yeah, now I feel like we are approaching the place.
Yeah, now we're gonna have people talking in the background. So just bear with us. You know, we're in somebody's establishment. Did I get up on the board yet? No, I did not, Tom. So, and I haven't given it another chance yet.
The ice in your Coke is safe to drink. Yes.
I'm sure they filter, triple filter that.
Yeah, all the ice here is from drinkable water, so it's not like they will put tap water. Like again, here it's totally different. Like the mentality behind ice and consumable water and all this stuff is not like in the U.S. or Canada kind of thing.
Does the wine shop export to the UK?
Oh, Paul was
We will
gonna
find out.
answer a question from earlier about cost per day. What's it cost per day?
Do you want to head back outside so we're not disturbing people?
Yeah, we can do that.
Hi, folks. You want to talk to the people on YouTube? We got 305 people on YouTube. If you want to say hello. Where are you guys from?
Here.
Oh, you live here in Los Barillas. See? Do they look scary in Los Barillas? No. But it's a terrible place. People shouldn't come here, right? Yeah, horrible. Don't move here. So as you can see, you know, not everybody here is from Mexico. So,
But everybody's friendly.
but everybody is friendly. Everyone's kicked back, relaxed, and yes, the music here is pretty good.
And also enjoying Mexico. He's like he's not. I mean, he's enjoying Mexico as in like any cat. Like he doesn't know if it's U.S. or Mexico. But the only problem with Ozzy is that there's a lot of leash dogs here, so it's always like, you know, you guys know that he likes to go out, and if I let him out, he always has to be on our side at all times because we're always scouting for dogs around us. But that's the only thing about Mexico. Is he enjoying it? I'm assuming so. It's like he seems to be having a good time.
Very cool.
So cost per day here, it's pretty cheap. I mean,
We
it's like
don't ever check that.
I think like your biggest expense here is fuel.
Do you run Smokies?
Yes.
One of our viewers knows that.
Oh, really?
So
Nice dogs?
I don't know. How do you know that this gentleman runs some? What's your name?
It's Chris and Allison.
Chris Paul, please meet you. Allison Paul. We have a YouTube channel called the Motorhome Experiment. We've been traveling for a couple of years, and every last Saturday we do a live. So there's a bar here in town called Smokies. It's always packed. Guys from Smokies. So that was Kevin. So Kevin must have been in there. One of our friends that was here in town just a few months ago, he must have saw you guys in here. Nice meeting you guys.
How was your Valentine's Day? So when you guys had the stage and everything, it was pretty cool. Very nice to meet you.
That's cool. See? Everybody's friendly here. Yeah, Kevin says they're there on Valentine's Day, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's like, I didn't have my Valentine with me. He's like, but I was their party.
Okay, so someone just said I don't want to move here because they have a lot of dogs off leashes. The dogs here are more well behaved than anywhere else you will ever go. They're all social, they're all well behaved, and yes, none of them are on leashes. As soon as you put a dog on a leash, and trust me, I'm against it, I was against it as well, but as soon as you put on a dog on a leash, they feel like they're at work. They feel like they have to protect you. And down here, the dogs, they'll run up to each other, they sniff each other, and then they walk away. It really has not been a big deal. I thought I was gonna just go nuts and hate it, but it hasn't been bad. Yeah, we're kind of focusing in and out, but
that's why I was
sorry.
moving to see.
Take care, guys. We'll see you.
Nice to meet you guys. Yeah, that's why I was moving. But yeah, here dogs are extremely well behaved. Like they don't even know each other. They will just sniff themselves, and then that's it. I mean, they're like super chill. They're super cool.
All right, we've got a question for you. Everyone's asking about the ice. Is that safe? The ice is safe. Is it special filters, or what do you guys do to make the ice better for drinking?
This company is making it to La Paz.
What's that?
In La Paz,
They make it in a
So it's brought in. It's not water that's out of the tap and frozen. You bring the ice in from somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a bag ice.
So there you go.
Yeah, it's a bag ice that you buy in any convenience store. It's a bag ice.
So there you go. So yes, it's safe to drink the ice, or eat the ice, or have ice in your drink. Gracias. So, pretty good questions, and yeah, some answers.
You have interrupted me like 3 times about the cost of Mexico. I think your biggest cost here will be the fuel. I mean, the fuel is less expensive than Canada, but more expensive than the U.S. But not by that much. It's more like California prices. I would say on the $4 and something per gallon, something like that. And but besides that, food is extremely cheap. Eating out is cheap. Produce or your grocery shopping is cheap. Campgrounds usually, I would say $20 on average, $15 to $20 on average for campgrounds, and that's about it. So, and that's depending on like how you travel. We know a lot of people that they only, like literally only boondock here in Mexico, and they will pay $0 on campgrounds, and they will just go from place to place. It's just the fuel, and the fuel is gonna be expensive if you're just like really going too fast. But if you're staying longer here, it obviously averages out at the end of the day.
Right. Do the dogs carry coronas? That's awesome.
Almost, yeah. I feel like almost.
Go back to that a little bit. If you're from the U.S., I know it's hard to even conceive how that's possible that dogs off leashes work. Because yeah, there's a lot of mean dogs in the U.S. They're just not here. It's weird. Like when you go to the beach here, they're all off leash. Now that's not everywhere in Mexico. If you go down to Cabo San Lucas or places like that, they've got to be on the leash. Los Barillas is a different animal. It is a hard place to describe. It's very, very cool.
Somebody says, what are vacas? Vacas are cows.
Yes.
And they're like all right next to the main road. Like when you're driving, they're right next to you eating. Because I guess the grass just like grows better next to the asphalt, because when it rains, it just runs over. So it just grows better. So all the cows are right next to the road eating. And so yeah, vacas are cows anyway.
Road vaca. Yeah. We're having a hard time keeping up with comments, guys. So if you have a question that we didn't ask it again. Just make sure it's in caps. But we've got about this size of screen today, so we can't see everything. Are there many campsites with full hookups? Yeah, a lot. The majority of the campsites that are coming down. Now, when full hookups, I mean 15 amp. There's no such thing for the most part as 50 amp here. When you get down here, there's a couple of 50 amp sites, but for the most part, they're going to be 15 amp, which means not going to be able to run your ACs, but you know. Somebody said, what happens if Trump closes the border? We've addressed that earlier, guys, but that's not going to happen. We're U.S. citizens. They got to let us in. Or they got to let me in. They don't have to let her in.
I was going to say, I'm not a citizen.
She's a resident, so they might not let her in. We just stay down here. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, if anything, I mean, really, things are very bad, but I doubt it. But if things are very bad, it's like we stay longer here in Baja, but otherwise, it's like it will be easy crossing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Diesel, readily available everywhere. Diesel's all over. Our friend Tom had diesel. Now, we're not sure about the DEF stuff and the newer diesels. We're really not sure, so.
Like, actually, our friend Rhonda, because somebody was saying, oh, it's like, I don't want to bring my brand new shiny RV down there. Our friend Rhonda, she has a 45, like, super shiny diesel pusher, beautiful, gorgeous. It's actually a Beaver, just FYI. She went from an Allegro bus to a Beaver. And they carry with their fuel all the way from the U.S. Like they actually bring a lot of fuel from there.
Yeah, they have a trailer and they have, I don't know, probably 500 gallons of fuel on the trailer that they bring down. But Tom came down, Mark and Julie came down. They're both with pre-2008 coaches. I don't know when the cutoff is for DEF, but there's new trucks down here, so I'm assuming that there's got to be diesel for them available. It's not something we look at, guys, because it's not something we need.
They use an additive, or how you call it?
The additive, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like that's how they manage. I mean, I'm not an expert about it, so don't like say like because I said so. You came down here and you destroyed your RV.
Right.
It's like, but somebody told me it's like, oh, they just use additives and that's it.
Yeah. Somebody said we could swim around if they close the doors. Yeah, literally we could rent an inner tube and go from Tijuana to San Diego. I don't know why people don't do that, but
we can be on top of the banana.
Yeah, we can just, one of those floating bananas and just float around the edge of the wall. Yeah, not a big deal. What else, smartasses?
Somebody was saying about when we snorkel, that we were the fish bait when we snorkel. It's like, oh my God, that was hilarious. Like when we were snorkeling with Kevin, Laura, and Tom and Faye, and then they hand me like this like buns, and all the fish know we were there with the buns. It's like they all come around, and then I start throwing it towards Kevin and Paul, and they're like screaming like little girls. Well, at least this one was screaming like a little girl.
Somebody just said, would you recommend traveling alone in Mexico? No problem at all. No problem at all.
No, we have met people.
We've met people doing it. It's just not a problem. Stuff happens everywhere you go. It is no different traveling alone here than it is in the United States. There's places you want to avoid. You don't want to go to strip clubs in the middle of the night. You don't want to go, certain places, but it's fine. A Don Julio, yes. Are there RV dealers?
RV dealers, no. RVing down here is not a thing. So they cater obviously RVers here in the Baja area. So you will find the campgrounds where to go. So you can always go from campground to campground if like that's your safety net, that's how you feel comfortable. But there is no RV dealers here.
Nope.
The Hamptons actually, they had to replace a part while they were down here, and they couldn't find it here. Like they couldn't find anything. So luckily it's when we're still in Vegas and we ship it from Vegas here to Baja, so they could get a part. And Mark and Julie, they have problems with their RV, and they just like we're working with mechanics here basically just to make it work. Is what they were doing.
Turn around and try a shot of tequila. I'll watch. Go.
Now.
That's awesome.
For that amount of money, no.
Do we go to strip clubs during the day? No, we don't actually. We haven't been to a strip club in a long time. Like since Vegas days.
That's like since we were dating.
Yeah, back in the dating days. Jalisco. I saw something about Jalisco and then it disappeared.
Oh, you just like tap here.
No, I don't think you have to do any of that. No, you're gonna tap somebody and then they're gonna get disconnected.
Okay.
You need to
I
look
need
on
to
your
pull
phone
my
for
phone.
the stuff because I have a feeling we're lagging back and forth. Everybody wants shots. We? Yeah. Yes, Chris. Come on, man. Did you come across any campsite that would be comfortable for long-term staying? Oh, everyone. Like the one we're at here in
right now,
Playa Norte in Los Barillas, it's really, that's what's meant to stay long-term. The lady that we've been hanging out with, Rhonda, she's here for 6 months a year. So yeah, absolutely. And it's right on the beach. There are other ones that are super cheap that are off of the beach, and then there's others that are really close to the beach, like literally on the beach that long-term. And yeah, not a problem. There are no campgrounds down in Cabo San Lucas or San Jose del Cabo. So we've actually been looking at property down there. I don't know if anything's going to come of that, but it's something that we've thought of. So if any of you guys have a few $1 million that you want to loan us, then we might look for a place down there.
There's still 14 people on the other chat. Saying like there must be a different chat. It's like, yep.
Yeah, just tell them to look.
Yes, we are.
Many Canadians staying here. I would say that probably half of the people that are foreign here are Canadian, at least. There's a lot of Canadians down here. Rhonda that we've been hanging out with is Canadian, and Mark and Julie that were down here were Canadian, and we've met several other people, a couple, Mickey and James, who we hung out with last night. They were from Canada, so yeah, a lot of Canadians. Or we just happen to be running into Canadians.
We see a lot of Alaska, Oregon, and Washington plates here too. So you have some Americans, but it's not your majority. I think like there's so much fear-based news in the U.S. that you don't see too many Americans. Canadians, they just like, yeah, whatever. It's like we're still going down there.
Are there any nude beaches around? Supposedly there's one south of here. We haven't seen it yet.
Approximately monthly RV fees for parks on the beach. It varies on the town because sometimes there's teeny towns, so you're in the middle of nowhere and it's gonna be $10, $15. And then you come down the very south end. Here there's your more touristy, bigger cities and also beautiful beaches and weather down here. And like for us, a full hookup, but it's not oceanfront. It's like we're
Right.
one row backs, $30 a night. And then you go to Los Santos, and I believe it's also $25 a night.
Right.
So that's your average.
Right. Thank you so much, Bill, for the $20 donation. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. That'll help pay for her wine.
Thank you, Bill. Here's
Thank you so much.
20
Hey, Debbie
towards your
and
millions.
Debbie and
Thank
Randy,
you.
the Snowdens are in the house, and 20 towards your millions. Yeah, that'd be cool. Long-term camping. If you stay right on the ocean here, right on the ocean, in the campground we're in, Playa Norte, it's $9.50 a month to stay right on the ocean. That's in a double spot. You're going to be sharing that spot with somebody else. If you do it by yourself, they'll go as low as I think $1,500 a month. But again, these are prices that you're going to want to kind of negotiate with them. Everything in Mexico is negotiable, so you can always negotiate with them.
Sue Meyer, my friend, just bought the property in Merida. Seems amazing. We post research actually he did. He found out Merida has the same crime rate than Belgium. It was Belgium, something like that, isn't it? Like anyway, a very safe city in Europe. So
Right. Yes.
are you going to buy the Jeep and go for down?
So we will possibly buy a Jeep when we get back. I think most likely we will buy a Jeep when we get back. I don't know if we're towing it 4 down yet because I now have information that says I don't have to, but possibly. So I don't know that. All of you guys that tow 4 down, I know you think it's the best way to go. I still do not agree totally with that. I think the only thing with the 4 down that the advantage is not having to put the dolly somewhere. But there's certain circumstances that having a dolly is an advantage, and to me, they kind of somewhat outweigh each other. So
Yeah, people have been saying, oh, now you can get rid of it so you don't have
So
to
you don't-
deal with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't deal with it.
we don't deal with it.
I mean, it's like we strap the car fast, we don't strap it fast. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like he knows how to back up the dolly so he doesn't have to deal with it dragging it. It's
Yeah.
like, so we don't deal with the dolly.
I can back it up, and there's certain situations where I can back it up and get out of the way. There's certain situations where it's a complete pain in the ass. There's,
Yeah, I would say,
there's complete pain in the
the
ass.
one downside is like if you're on those extremely tight spots. There
Yeah.
seems to be sometimes national parks, and then we have to put it on the side or something like
A
that.
couple times here we had to unhook because we were in smaller campgrounds,
Yes.
so it's a pain in the ass. But in the 2 years that we've had it, it has at least saved us that many times as well because we've been able to back out of a situation. When we got caught in a little tiny town up here near Loretto, it sucked. I had to unhook it. It sucked. And the other guys just had to unhook their toe and back that out of the way.
But we go back to when we were in Big Bend, it saved our asses because we have flat tires and we could pull the car out if we needed to. So it's like, it has its pros, its cons. Also, tear and wear is like the tires of the actual dolly are gonna be a lot cheaper than the actual tires because we have good tires in the car. So it's a lot cheaper to change the dolly tires.
Kevin's making fun of us.
Of course, it's like, what do you expect?
Kevin.
Somebody said, my understanding is almost anywhere tourists go to spend money, even the bad people learn to leave them alone here in Mexico.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, that is totally
Absolutely.
true.
It's kind of like the unwritten rule. And we were talking to one of the bar owners last night, and he said it's pretty much the unwritten rule down here. It's like, don't screw a tourist. And he said that basically we can get away with a lot of stuff down here. He said, trust me, you guys can get away with a lot of stuff. Not that we want to, but he goes, they're not going to bother you with anything. Drive around with a beer in your hand, drive around, walk down the street with a beer in your hand. They're not going to say anything. And doesn't mean you should do that. So it doesn't mean you should come down here and act like an ass either, but. Are we going to Cabo Wabo? I want to. When we get back down into Cabo, I do want to go to Cabo Wabo. We've been there before and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's one of the things we didn't do before. We didn't have,
Yeah.
I guess, a chance, or I don't know. We just didn't do it, so we might do it still.
Yeah. Thanks again. Well, we've got
Rick
this.
and Amy, more tongue pull.
It's Rick's by himself tonight, so you're gonna hear all kinds of crazy shit coming out of Rick's mouth.
I saw that too. When I heard Amy was not gonna be there, I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
Rick untethered, uncensored,
Unleash the
unleashed.
Kraken. Sorry, we already know you, Rick.
For everybody who showed up tonight, thank you. We're having a drink on you. Actually, I'm doing Coke and. See, that just sounds weird when you say that.
Water says
I'm having a Coke.
My tow bar and braking system costs more than the car I am towing. That is true, and that's one of the things I'm having a hard time with. Like, if we actually will do a switch like that, the cost of it, because right now we already said we don't have to spend the money. We already said everything is paid for, everything good. If we switch, we have to just pay quite some money now to get like the whole system. Yeah,
the tow system or the right front bumper and hitch. It's going to cost us $3,000, and I don't have Chris Bellafato's money.
I know he goes to the White House and everything.
Yeah, he hangs out with the big things.
Kevin, why haven't you convinced Paul to flat-tail? I can answer that because it's like nobody can convince him. It's like...
Convince me.
He's like, oh no. Tongue and Coke. Yes. Rick. Yes. So, any questions you have about Mexico, keep asking them. We'll be right here.
Thanks,
I
guys.
just want to pay attention a little bit to you and not just be reading.
Brenda's doing Pepsi.
And
yeah, that's what I have to say. I say I'm doing Pepsi instead of doing Coke because it just sounds better.
Drinking.
Yeah,
you're drinking Coke.
Drinking Coke, yeah.
There you go. By the way, fun fact: if you actually drink Diet Coke here in Mexico, it's not Diet Coke; it's Coke Light.
Coca Light.
Coca Light. So if you say Diet Coke, people are gonna be like,
"Good night, London."
I don't know what you mean. So
yes,
I'm doing Baja. All right, and is it a drink?
Florida in our future, yeah. I mean, we've been talking about Florida next year. We don't know yet because we've loved it down here, so we might have to come back down.
What about doing a caravan coming down here with people? Because I know a lot of people are interested, but they're afraid of coming by themselves.
Yeah.
So we thought about that, but then it's like that's a lot of responsibility that probably we don't want to take on as well.
Right.
But also there's Florida, and Florida is also beautiful as well. I mean, it's a totally different experience, right? It's more Caribbean, and you have the springs, and you have all the lushness of the tropics over there.
Right.
Totally different, but also that comes with an expense as well.
Yep.
It's like Florida is a lot more expensive than it's here as well.
Yeah, no Florida in the summer for sure. How's your RV uphill driving? No problems in a couple of years. I'm assuming that's alluding to the fact that it's a gas coach. No problem whatsoever. Again, if people are telling you have to have a diesel to go coast to coast, it's just a salesman trying to sell you an extra $50,000 coach. Diesels are awesome. They ride smoother. Fuel costs more, but they ride smoother. They have air ride and all that kind of stuff. So they're quieter. But as far as everything else, no problems as far as going up or down hills. Favorite town in Mexico so far? We're in it, Scott. Los Barillas, man. It's been crazy good.
How's Dulcie? Has he brought you any more gifts? Not since the last lizard.
Yeah, he's good. Ozzy's good.
Yeah. What's the name of the wine shop you're at?
No. What's the name of your wine shop?
It's Casa de Vinos y Licores. Out of the wine and liquor.
Oh, Greenberg and Guzman, Casa de Vinos y Licores.
Guzman.
I own this place. I didn't even know that.
Her last name is Guzman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's Greenberg and Guzman, Casa de Vino y Licores.
There you go. But if you're gonna come to Mexico, make sure you put some time or you schedule some time for Los Barilles, I would say, for Todos Santos, San Jose del Cabo and Cabo area. I mean, that's kind of like a combo thing. And I would say a little bit there's a beautiful beach. We have not been there yet, but we will be there on the way north. San Ispac.
San Ispac, yeah.
And I think those are your main areas.
La Ventana, we are planning on doing La
We have not
Ventana.
gone to
We
La
got close, but we
Ventana.
didn't get there.
We know Sargento that's right next to La Ventana is an expat community too, but we haven't been there yet.
Monsieur Rodriguez from Texas said, what about the fuel shortage in Baja? I don't know what you're talking about. We haven't seen a fuel shortage. So if that's another one of the more fake news, probably. There's so many rumors down here. Somebody asked me the other day if unleaded gas was hard to find. They haven't had leaded gas here since 1990 something, 95 or something like that. So there's so many weird things that you hear about Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, somebody says like what I have seen from multiple YouTubers is no fuel shortage. So yeah, we have no fuel shortage.
George and Jean, what's happening, guys? They said they're thinking about coming down to Mexico next year and want us to come with them. If we're heading down this way, we might.
Yeah.
We just don't know if we're coming this way.
We don't know. We don't know.
Like I said, we've been looking at Florida, but thinking about coming back down here because it's just, guys, if you listen to the news, you're going to be afraid. You come down here, it's a whole different world. Kevin and Tom are in the chat. They'll tell you that it was an amazing ride. The road down sucks. Driving down one is horrible.
That's the worst part of all. Like if you say what's our worst or least favorite thing of Mexico, it's just the driving south and north because the highway is like it's so narrow and no shoulder, like literally no shoulder whatsoever. So it's like you better be paying attention or you will drop the tires.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest complaint of everybody. But once you're down here, it's just like
you forget about it. All that just drifts away. You forget about the road, and then all of a sudden it's like you go, "Ooh, we got to go back north again."
Yeah, that's a problem. But it's like I would say that is the one complaint. The second complaint we have is cell signal and Wi-Fi here. It has been very challenging uploading videos. I mean, most videos they have been taking like half day, if not more, to upload. And already AT&T and T-Mobile sent messages about why stop using that much international data, basically.
Yeah.
That we're not stopping using them.
Right. Does anyone have travel trailers here? A lot of travel trailers, more so than motorhomes.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think more travel trailers, not many fifth wheels and not many Class X. It's mostly travel trailers in your smaller Class C or Class B stuff. I mean, that you see a lot here.
Yeah.
A lot of mods.
A lot of that. Overlanders.
Yeah, off-road exploring.
Earth roamers.
Yeah, exploring things. That, somebody told us, by the way, that on May, it's the Overlander convention or meetup, or I don't know what it is, in Flagstaff. That is the biggest one in the country. And we're like, so we might be around that area. So it's like on May. So we might even go and check it out.
Right.
Because it's very fun to do.
Abe Collins in UK says we should get a Willys Jeep. The one I showed you, the old Army one.
You show me one?
Yeah, I showed you the old Army one. I said, hey, Abe wants me to get this for you.
I don't know. Sounds cool. I don't remember. But
There's no way that's going to happen, Abe.
Sounds cool.
The phone company we're using right now, I'm assuming we're on Telcel. I've got an AT&T phone. AT&T works okay here. Actually, what works best here is T-Mobile has worked great. It's just it's weird pockets. I can literally go from the front to the back of the RV park and get completely different data rates. It's crazy. And tonight when we wanted to live stream, we figured we'd come into town so we know we get it. The east side of Mexico, we're gonna travel the east side, the east peninsula of the Baja. As far as eastern Mexico, mainland Mexico has its own challenges, but
well, we're talking about campgrounds and also that is not thing here. So although it's doable because we have heard of people with 40 footers going to all Mexico. Mainland
Mexico, yeah.
Mainland is like, so we know it's doable. It's like, I'm not sure we're ready for that challenge right now.
Yeah, it's finding campgrounds on the east side that's the challenge.
Yeah, so it's a challenge. But I mean, you never know, right? It's like right now we see so many people doing the whole Argentina to Alaska thing. Like so many people doing it, from bicycles to expedition vehicles to just RVs to vans. But it's like now I'm like, oh my god, it's like maybe we do Argentina to. Well, we already went to Alaska. So I do like maybe we do that. Jen and George are in the house too. Hey guys, they said like if we come. Oh,
we just answered that. Yeah, I said if we come down, then yeah, we join them.
See, that's the problem with you reading comments. It's like I'm not hearing what he's answering. I'm not paying attention.
In your opinion, what percentage of establishments in Mexico speak English? In Baja, Mexico, a lot. And I will say more south, Baja Sur. So there's Baja North, that's the north side. I guess that's Baja California.
Baja California and then Baja California Sur.
And then Baja California
Two different
Sur.
states. So it's one peninsula, but it's two different states.
More people speak English in Baja California Sur than not.
Well,
There's a lot.
We didn't go to the side of Ensenada and that still, so
But
I'm sure over there you still have a lot of Americans and Canadians going too because it's an easy hop from the border.
But
So
central Baja.
Central, not so much.
Not so much.
But we have found so many people trying by themselves, and what they do is they have the Google Translate or they have these apps where you can literally talk to the actual app and it will say it on a different language, and then the person on the other end will talk, let's say in Spanish, and then you will hear it in English. So it's obviously not an extremely accurate translation app because I think it's very hard to get a lot of the local wording or the local stuff, but it's pretty close, and that's how a lot of people get by on their way up or down by themselves. It's like with translators, or basic, like seriously, sign language. It's a lot of sign language here too. It's like
point at stuff. Hi from Tokyo, Japan. That's a first, I think. Holy smokes, that's awesome. Hello.
Hopefully one day we go and visit you.
And hello from St. George, Utah too. That might be a first as well.
From where?
St. George, Utah. St. George, Utah, Japan. And
we've been there.
Wisconsin. Does the app do cuss words? I don't know. We're gonna have to try that, Rick. I doubt it.
I don't know. What would you like to curse to the person?
Yeah, why do you want to curse at a lady who's bagging your groceries, dude? Come on, man. But if you curse at the phone and then you hold it out the window if somebody cut you off, there you go.
And then we'll not listen to it. We'll not hear it because the volume is so
they've already been
loud.
driven, yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people here speak English, so don't be intimidated by it. And if they don't know English, you can get by somehow. It's like, those are the only Spanish words I know. That's
Hey, Lynn from Morro Bay, what's happening?
Yeah, but I think our time is getting shorter in Mexico because of the heat here. But I told Paul, it's like we cannot wait until the last minute because we still have to explore on the way up other towns. So we don't want to be like blazing hot when we're trying to explore those towns. But Paul is like, oh, I want to live here. But
What's weird is I was one that was leery about coming down, and then now that I'm here, it's like, this is awesome.
Rick is like cheap pinche. Oh my God, Rick.
Sorry about that, Bonnie. 32 degrees there.
So look at 10:32 already. Wow. I don't think we even have that here.
Our
I don't think it's even
CB's still a big thing, only for Kevin. Kevin has a two-way radio. It's a
Well,
CB.
they have how do they call it, ham radio?
It's a CB.
I don't know what it is. I just know, like, I have heard
Kevin.
different people having ham radios here. Like Scott and Jeff, they have ham radios.
Kevin's gonna be screaming at the screen right now because I called his ham radio a CB.
Oh, just having a few beers and watching you guys. I thought they said bears. And I was like, what? But no. You need to explore Puerto Rico. It's in my list of places to go, actually.
Can we take the RV there? No, we can't take the RV there.
Probably Class B. I don't know. Kim Smith, Government Watch, Nevada, heading north in a few days.
Hey Kim, what's happening, guys?
You guys, yeah, you guys. We hang out actually in Portside together.
Alaska is worth the go for somebody who asked that. It is absolutely worth going.
So I'm curious, guys, how many of you are actually going to Alaska this year?
What's that?
What? Not really, yes, no.
Who's going to Alaska?
This year.
Oh, okay, this year. Kevin says I'm just gonna call and mess up the live. Yeah, that is true.
Oh, let's put it in airplane mode.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we
mode.
can't.
Yeah, we can't. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I see a lot of people with the ham radios, by the way. It's like for the people with the asking about the CBs and that. It's hard to be like talking and actually reading, so.
I know. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.
But anyway, I was gonna say about dinner. Oh, so many local places here in Los Barillas too. Like have live music and great food, and we have been here for 2 weeks this time. 1 week the first time around, and we have not tackled not even half of them. Like it was just like a few of them. So.
Hey Kevin, we got somebody on here who needs to be booted. Yeah, thanks, dude. Yeah, somebody was being ugly.
Yeah. Also,
There's so many people that live in basements that just come out to be ugly. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I also have to put somebody earlier, but yeah, you guys know who it was.
Yeah, it's all good. I feel sad for them.
Hi guys, I got my sign made inspired by the Motorhome experiment.
Oh,
Vicky
wow.
Johnson.
Vicky.
Wow, Vicky.
Thank
You
you.
need to take a picture and send it to us. We would like to see that.
No to Alaska, yes to French Polynesia. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
French Polynesian and RV, that will be a tough one too. Or you're talking about the boat. I don't know. It's like, Paul's still trying to convince me about the boat, about living in a boat. Like we see so many boats around here and that he's like, look at them, they're having so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day there was a boat out here in Los Barillas, and the people from the boat actually they went swimming with the rays. Like there was so many rays there, and there was swimming.
Oh,
with
it's
them.
amazing.
And see, he's like, see, we can do all that stuff. He's like,
John asked, "What's the chime you're wearing? Is that a turtle?"
oh no, it's just a little flower. I got this one in Hawaii. Like not this time, but actually like 3 or 4 years ago that we went.
Hey, Michigan.
Yeah, I don't have too much jewelry. It's one of those things. I'm not crazy about it. I know most girls are. I am one of those like blank girls that they just like. I'm a cheap date, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Lynn in Morro Bay is a delivery captain. We can always hitch a ride with him. We can just stand out at Morro Bay with our thumbs out.
I'll bring the wine.
Yeah, Lori will bring wine.
He's like, I was gonna say something, I forgot. See, that's what happens when you start getting older.
John from Waterbury, Connecticut. He's the cat man. The hovercraft experiment.
I don't know about that one. That would be scary. But Paul, if you guys didn't know, after you, Paul just actually turned 55, so we're allowed to stay on 55 plus.
Don't be telling
RV
people
parks.
that.
Oh, you tell them everything about me too, so I have the right of doing that too.
Yes, I can stay in 55 plus campgrounds now. You can't, but I can.
I don't need to check in. You
We'll have to
check
hide
in.
you.
I just stay. There, go to the pool and hot tub at night. That's it. No, you said you can stay, right? Like only the person checking in has to be 55
You
plus.
can stay, yeah.
Because we heard from somebody that actually they're 55 plus, but their kids weren't, and they were not allowed to stay there.
Well, that's because they're kids, and they're gonna disturb people. You're not gonna disturb people unless you've had too much wine.
I might disturb people, so you never know.
It is a great selection of
Do
wine,
they
check it
rent wave runners that you
Yeah.
can ride? I have not seen them.
I think you can here. I haven't seen them, but I think you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the other day, for the first time, we got stopped by the police here, FYI. I don't know, I was thinking wave runners, boats there, the ocean, and us riding on the
Yes,
beach. and
we did get stopped.
We got
We were
stopped by
riding
the
the
police
quad on
here.
the beach the other day and got stopped by the police and told us that we couldn't ride there anymore.
They said, oh yeah, it's like no more quads allowed here on the beach. And we're like, okay.
For the last 2
fine.
days, we've been riding up and down the beach, and then
And we're like, okay,
all of a sudden they
well,
stopped it.
next street we go into whatever street. Yeah, sure, just next street go in. And then we keep riding, and there's like many other quads and trucks like not too far
Yeah.
from there. And we're like, okay, I don't think they're implementing this very well. Like, so who knows? Somebody said about a lot of Canadians.
They're
live
all
in
my
Florida.
old peeps coming to my rescue. Aiden's 55. We got Judy at 62. Whoop, 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 whoop. Brenda thought Paul was 40. Jesus, Brenda, your check's in the mail. How much do I owe you? Damn, 40. Oh, you're so sweet.
Scott Sufel said, did you expect to find so many friends RVing? We were talking about it the other day, actually, about how we feel
Bye,
like
Diane.
it's just so much easier to meet and find friends when you're RVing than when you're in your house. Because in
Yeah.
your house, like let's say you go to a bar, you go to a coffee shop or something like that, it's like if you start talking to the person right next to you, it will be very weird, like very random, and it's like
Right.
kind of like what you want. But RVing is just so friendly, like so friendly. And the other day we were saying that we have made like friends for life RVing. That we feel like we now have way more friends than we used to when
Right.
we were in our house. Because again, you have your shelter, you have your very specific activities to do, so it's harder to make friends. And RVing, it has totally put that totally different.
Yeah, and yeah, everybody has travel in common, so travel makes it awesome.
Oh.
Everyone's saying the music in the background is awesome. Yeah, they're gonna. Well, we can't monetize it. We don't monetize lives usually, anyways. But
YCAF. If you come down to Florida, stay in my property, boondocks all you want. So thank you so much. YCAF. So I wonder what it stands for. And I'm curious what it stands for.
Air Force? Something Air Force?
Oh, I was thinking about.
We appreciate that. We do appreciate that. What? You were thinking about? It could be, it could be like crazy AF. I don't know. Somebody said, do you recommend joining a convoy to go into Mexico for safety? I don't think you need it. Now, if you go into mainland Mexico, just because of places to stay and stuff like that, you don't need it in Baja. As a matter of fact, we've met some friends who are viewers.
I was just talking about Jeff and Scott.
That were Jeff and Scott, Tina and Nancy. They came down in a caravan and then went, oh, we don't need this. And they left the caravan while they were here.
But the reason they told us they came in a caravan is because they felt comfortable, that they didn't have to scout anything on everything. They basically picked the itinerary of the best places to stay, and that's why they did it. So they didn't have to put too much thought behind it.
Right.
And they just followed the caravan. They had an issue with one of the caravanners. We talked about the narrow road. One of the actual caravanners went off road, and the people leading the caravan had to stay back with those people. So actually, Jeff, he was one of just the caravan people, and he wound up being the leader and bringing everybody down into the Baja. So once they were down here and they were in Los Barillas, they're like, we love this place, we're not gonna stay here only for a few days, we're gonna stay here longer. So they actually got a monthly here, and they just left the caravan. The caravan basically left without them. So all this is to say is like, you can come with a caravan. I mean, whatever,
there's advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah, advantages and disadvantages. Because, oh my God, sometimes we see caravan and they just literally stop for one day and then they go into a beautiful area, and you're like, they have no time to explore anything. They're just driving literally all the time.
You're like bing, 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 bing all the way down. You don't really get a chance to stay in an area. So if you're concerned about safety, that's not the reason to go in a convoy. It's really not. It's just a non-issue.
Just travel in the daytime, that's it.
Travel in the daytime.
That's it.
Where the safety that you have to worry about is hitting an animal on the road. That's the only safety you're going to have to worry about.
Sorry. Address that one. Is the TPMS working good still?
Sure.
I think so. I don't know.
We turn it on every now and then. We don't leave it on all the time. I'll tell Lori, hey, turn it on and check. But I don't leave it on all the time because it used to drive me crazy. It would just chirp and buzz and stuff for no reason whatsoever. So I hated the thing, and we just turned it off. So now we'll turn it on every now and then. I still kind of check the tires every now and then we'll have Lori check it every now and then. We just had a problem with a sensor that I think we got fixed because I put a new battery on it. No, still doesn't work. So the sensor's probably out. So it sucks.
Yeah. The funny thing, we have a few friends that in Portside, they have problems with their sensors as well, and they were just wanting to like exchange them or to buy new ones, and they told them it's just so expensive to buy 2, 3, 4 sensors at a time. That say just like get rid of everything and buy a brand new TPMS, and we're like, oh wow, it's like not a good thing. But somebody said something about you and Kevin. It's like Rick and Mona Vance. It's like, Paul, I think it's so cool that you and Kevin have such a great friendship. It's so much fun watching you two.
I think it's amazing too, but I'm not going to talk about my friend Kevin because I'll cry because I haven't seen him in so long. But no, he's an amazing guy. He's an amazing guy, and I know he looks scary, but he's not. He's really, really super cool dude.
Lori, it's good to pick your travel companions carefully.
Yeah, you're true, Lori, true.
Richard Stevens, is there a problem with the language barrier? I think you are. Oh, obviously I'm
Between
here.
me and Lori? A little bit.
Sometimes. No, but I think because I'm here, it's like...
I lean on Lori more than I probably need to.
Yes, I mean, he can totally get away with like speaking in Spanish. He knows so much Spanish by now. Like when I'm not around, he's speaking to other people in Spanish, bits and pieces, and people can
enough that we can get by.
Yeah, and people can understand him, and he can follow conversations. But because I'm here, it's like every time there's like a question about something, like everybody looks at me like immediately, like to translate.
Right.
So even like Nancy and Tina were like, oh my God, it would be so much easier to travel with you. It's like they wanted to like take me everywhere.
Right. But our friends Richard and Cheryl came down. They literally used Google Translate. So they push English, they say a sentence, it reads it out to the person in Spanish. Then you hit Spanish, they say their Spanish reply, and it talks to you in English. It's really a cool app. It's a little bit cumbersome back and forth, but you can totally get by, and it works. So once you get down into southern Baja, English is not a problem at all.
The YC is Yaritza Castro, AF.
What's that?
That's actually her name, like the initials of her name. What they were saying about like what the stuff stands for.
Mm-hmm.
It's like actually her name, but she didn't explain what.
You didn't explain the AF.
What means. That was what we were curious about. Jody, Kevin looks like a teddy bear to me. Yes, he's a total
You have
teddy
scary teddy bears. Holy crap.
bear. Yeah, probably.
Kevin is cool. I agree with that.
Polly, don't worry about nothing. This is John Chucker from Waterbury, Connecticut.
I know you got our backs, John. We appreciate it.
So I think at this point we're getting to the end. And
Getting to the end, it's 6:42, and we got to go till 7 because we started late.
I know we started late, and sorry about that, but we literally thought we were in a different time zone.
I'm technologically challenged.
And then, yeah, the whole getting to the we had cell service. We have that. The problem was that he couldn't really start a live on the actual schedule event.
Yeah.
So he was able to start a live, like right now, is what we're talking, but not right in the
Yeah,
schedule.
I couldn't get this into the scheduled event on my phone because it kept wanting to default to the app. They don't care about that.
So, but you guys that stuck around with us, thank you so much. I know, like some of you were getting
9:44.
a little bit impatient. So, but thank you so much for sticking around for us.
See, Richard's got to go. He says just have another glass of wine.
Actually, the guy told me, it's like, I was gonna pay for my glass of wine. He's like, no, I know you're gonna have a second one. Is that good? So, it's like,
There you go.
he didn't want to close me out.
Oh, Andy Figueroa is her husband. See, we were thinking bad thoughts. We were thinking bad things.
We were thinking totally different, yeah.
Yeah. We were thinking that something crazy AF, like, yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, really feel passionate about it.
That's awesome. Very cool. And we do appreciate the invite, but be careful what you ask for because
8 Collins,
we made
he
a show.
told me 2:42 a.m. and still awake.
Aid, you are a rock
and
star, dude.
He's in Ireland. Somewhere in Ireland. I
No,
can't
he's in the
remember.
UK.
I think Ireland.
No. Are you in Ireland?
Tell us,
Aid,
Aid.
I don't think so. What kind of wine are you drinking? Bring some back to the US. Lynn wants some wine. Because if we're gonna go be stowaways on one of his boats, we're gonna need to bring wine.
From Mexico.
Sure.
It's like the problem is that sometimes I have to kind of like sneak it into the US. Like, how many bottles of wine you have? Only 2. That's it. It's like that has happened before.
Somebody said we're good together. Aw. I think we're all right together. I don't know if we look good together, maybe we act good together. I think a little bit of both. You make me look good.
Yeah, you made me like that.
Ah. We can't kiss on screen or people are gonna go, ooh.
It's like, get the room.
Yeah, get a room.
So somebody asked what I was drinking. I'm drinking Espuma de Mar. That is ocean. How do you call the white thing?
You know the white thing, guys. The white thing, not Paul.
Like
the other white
the
thing.
waves is this white thing.
The
There's
chicken,
Espuma,
the
ocean.
the ocean is not white, it's blue.
What you said chicken?
Chicken is white, some of it, unless you like dark meat.
What's in the ocean makes the waves, and it's a white thing. It's a
It makes the waves? Nothing makes the waves. That's called
white thing.
the tide.
Oh my God, he's not understanding me.
You mean
It's
when the
like-
wave curls, the white part of the wave?
I need to remember that word. I will tell you in a second. It will come up to me. Let me see. He's annoying. AF. See, this is our life, people. This is our real life.
Foam?
Foam.
Sean said it.
It's like foam. Espuma de mar. Thank you so much.
White cap. See? Kevin said white cap.
Breakers. Yeah, everybody's like now giving me all kind of ideas.
Foam.
Thank you, foam. Ocean foam.
Ocean foam. That's
That's kind of weird.
gross.
But he said
It's
that
better. Ocean
actually,
foam is better than hot tub
usually
foam.
the bubblies are very sweet, and this one is not. And supposedly they put a little bit of sea salt in it. And he's
I
like,
don't wanna drink any more sea
supposed
salt.
to taste like salty, but I don't taste it. And it just like tastes like a super tiny, teeny hint of actual salty, but it's not really that much. It's actually pretty good because it's not your super sweet bubbly. So that was good.
Pamela, when are we going to see the when's the finished product coming? When are we going to see that?
Pamela, I saw your picture with your couches. I was like, that looks good. You should do my renovation of my next RV. It's like she's pretty good about it. At it. Like pretty cool. Well, you have to ask yourself what is making the waves foam.
Yeah, what is making the waves foam?
I don't know. It's like we don't want to know, I guess.
Pamela wants a nosy neighbor visit. Oh, I wanted to shoot our friends Scott and Tina. They had a triple slide truck camper down here, and I should have shot that for nosy neighbor. And a 26-foot Class A that our other friends had. We're gonna have to hunt them down and do it. I just didn't have time to do a nosy neighbors, but I wanted to do that.
Yeah, but they're true campers. Like I can really never picture how they're inside because I feel like they're super small and super like cramped inside. And theirs is just like they have couch, they have the net, plus their bed, amazing kitchen with tons of space, a big sink, full bathroom, no wet bed, an actual dry bath. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, let's tell them all about the stuff that they can't see.
I'm just coming into you, like so you can see how cool it was or hear how cool it was.
Would we have done this trip if we still had the business? Yeah, we would have. Just if something happened, it would have been a nightmare to get to an airport.
Once we were down here, he probably would have to fly from Cabo back to Vegas. And actually, it's not that far when you're talking about
Cabo to
flight
Vegas
times,
is flight times.
It's pretty quick. You can be nosing our RV soonish. Hey.
Kevin, I'm gonna hunt you down and kill you. Kevin's like, you're not kiteboarding.
I know.
You're not doing this. What are you doing?
That's his post go to. Haven't had time, and I'm gonna say the other one.
The next time
he's gonna trick me. He's gonna trick me here.
Please come to the market with me because I need you to carry my melons.
Dr. Pepper has better
Watermelons, guys. Watermelons, Icama. She needs me to carry that stuff.
What are you talking about?
I'm just rambling.
Actually,
See you, Lynn.
Sue was saying that we can be a nosy neighbor on the RV anytime.
Which Sue? I didn't see it.
Sue Pearson.
Sue Pearson? Ooh,
Yeah.
absolutely. We'll have
They
to do
have a
that
very
too.
nice RV, but theirs is brand spanking new with blue lights. It's actually pretty nice. Like every time when I went to their RV, I was like, oh my god, my RV is so old. And like, I still like my Freya.
Mm-hmm. Judy said she used Google Translate with kids that just moved to the U.S. See, it works.
There you go. My son is skydiving in Hawaii next month. That's the place.
It's where Lori wants to
It's where I
skydive.
want to do it. I told Paul if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be Hawaii. So maybe next time. But that's another thing. Last time we went to Hawaii, on the flight back, they have a great promotion that if you sign up for the Hawaiian Airlines thing, they give you basically a free ticket and a 50% companion ticket. So we were like, we're in. But it's only for 13 months. And that was last October. So right now it's like, we're gonna get into the 13 months pretty quick. So we're gonna have to do a Hawaiian trip this year to take advantage of that.
Have to. Kevin said we can boondock at his place anytime.
He's gonna put like...
Except it constantly changes, so we're gonna have a hard time finding it.
See, my third mind went somewhere else. Like, I was like, that's for you.
That's for me.
Message for you.
Oh, okay. Give Ozzy a kiss for Sue. We will do that.
Yeah, Sue.
Good night, James.
Give Ozzy a kiss for me, and next time I get to meet him. I thought you met him when we saw each other in Oasis. I think so.
Abe Collins says he needs to use Google Translate from English to American English. I know, our English sucks over here.
That's pretty funny. Will you RV in Europe?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a thing there. That's actually in our list.
Yeah, it's on our list of things to do.
On our bucket list, but in our list of things to do. So,
Good night,
but
James.
we know also it's extremely expensive to rent an RV there as well.
Yeah.
So, one day we will do it.
Diane says her and her husband are going to start RVing in 5 years. I'll be 60. Are we still going to be able to see them on the road? I think so, but
What?
I don't think Lori said. This lady said that they're starting to RV in 5 years and I'll be 60. Will we be able to still see them on the road?
I don't know.
It's going to be up to her, really. I'll stay out here.
I don't know. Here in Mexico?
No, I know, not necessarily here in Mexico, but on the road.
I know.
I still have to find out what I'm going to do for money, but we'll worry about that when the time comes.
Pamela, RVGeeks just got back from a Europe caravaning trip. Oh my god, but it's like, if you have been to courtside, you have been through that booth, and you know how expensive they are too.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like, one day we will do it, for sure. Paul wants to be on a boat, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do a boat. Yeah, I'd like to do a boat. We could boat through Europe. There's the canals. We could do that.
The idea he has sold me more into is like Technomadia. You know how they want to do the inner loop? Paul has trying to tell me on that idea. That I will not be that opposed to. Because I feel like I'm not going to die in the middle of the ocean. Like, I'm actually close to shore at all times.
No faith. Somebody said Class Bs are big in Europe. Yeah, absolutely. You can't do a 40-foot Class A in Europe. It just not going to happen.
That's what.
Or a 30-foot
If
Class
you will do it, that's a route we will go, because it's not a permanent thing. It's just a temporary thing. If it was a permanent thing, Class B is not a thing for me. But it's a temporary thing, just for as long as you can be in Europe. I think it's 3 months, I believe. If that's like the tourist visa, then we will do it.
Pamela said we can go on the water taxi in Seattle. That's the only boat I get, Pam? Thanks.
Thank you.
You're not helping.
Thanks, Paul Lorena. Keep having fun. Thank you, John Davis.
Thanks, John.
Bye, guys. Rick actually, he
Bye,
has
Rick.
to run. Bye, Rick.
You're not doing any running, dude. Don't even start.
Yes, he has to run. He has to run.
Yeah. You might walk really
I
slowly.
don't think he means actual running.
he's
He
not
just
running.
has to go. That's why I think it's what he meant.
Good night,
But
Andy.
anyway, I think like we have actually people waiting for us.
Who does most of the cooking? Paula or Lorena? Of course, I don't do any of the cooking. It's all Lori.
If we do any cooking at home, it's usually me.
The only thing I make is reservations, and I don't even
Yeah.
really do that very well.
I'm starting to feel like that's a lot of stuff on me. So he might start actually cooking more than he actually wants to.
Steve just said, "My cash cow is my body." Hubba hubba. Funny dude.
That's very funny. That's very funny. No, but it's like we try to eat a lot at home, but it's hard when you're in places. When you're social, that's the hard part. When you're social, it's like, oh, let's go out for a drink, let's go out for some snacks. That is the tough part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we're like every time it's like, oh, when Karen and Laura, they're heading north, so now we're gonna have some time to work, we're gonna save money, we're not gonna go out to eat because you guys know that they love their vegan food. We're like all these things. And then it's like, oh my god, it's like Scott and Jeff, what's up? And it's like, let's go out here, let's go out there. And it's like, yeah, you're exploring and you're eating out all the time again. It's like, so that has been a challenge.
Eat TV dinners. I haven't had a TV dinner in I don't know how long.
TV.
Like 40 years, maybe?
Not trying to be rude, but TV dinner just gives me the
What's wrong with a TV dinner? I used to love those things.
not good for you. They're not good for you.
Good night, Diane. Thanks,
Yeah.
John. Appreciate it. But
Okay.
I guess everybody's going now, so that's good.
Yeah, I think I think we should go too because we have people actually waiting for us.
No, they think we're coming at 8 and it's only 7. But yeah, we'll go 5 more minutes, guys. We'll go till 7 o'clock and then.
My watch says time to stand.
See, Summit Dave says he eats TV dinners all the time. I really haven't even seen one on a shelf anywhere. Do they make vegetarian TV dinners? I know you guys are going,
I
oh,
think
please.
you will not see them on the shelf. You will see them in the freezers. Okay.
Because what's that thing they used to, Salisbury steak TV dinner? I don't think Salisbury steak is really meat. I think it's probably something else. I don't think it's real meat.
I don't know.
Are you still doing the keto thing?
Oh wow, who said that?
No. Sue Pearson.
No, I actually stopped doing it. Like I knew it was going to be a temporary thing. It's not a permanent thing. And once I got out of Portside, I maintained it until Portside. Once I was out of there, it was like, no. And it's so hard in Mexico because there's so much yummy stuff that not necessarily is keto. So yeah. Short answer no.
Top tip for Fort Wilderness and Disney, they'll be there in 2 weeks. One, I hate you because I would rather be there rather than you. But two, tell them make sure you stress that it's your first time staying there and that you want to try and get in the 100 to 300 loop, which is really hard to do.
It's very hard.
But just tell them, oh, it's our first time here and we've heard it's so amazing. And
put puppy eyes.
Yeah, do puppy dog eyes. I can't do it, maybe.
But my...
Something like that. But yeah, it's just amazing. And try to do the movie and fire, like they do a fireside sing-along. It's awesome, it's fun. Chippendale sing-along. And it's a nighttime, they do a fire and sing-along, and then they show a full-length feature
I
cartoon.
feel so bad. I actually felt so bad when I went there because obviously I didn't grow up in that country, in US or Canada. They seem to have the same culture, both countries. And when we went to the sing-along, all these kids and parents and everybody singing these kid songs that they know from when they're little. And I don't know any other songs. So I'm the only one just like, la 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 la, just la la laing. That's about it.
Yeah.
So.
Somebody said rob a bank on the way. That's good advice, actually. You're going to need money while you're in Disney.
Rob a bank on the way out?
On the way to Disney.
Oh, on the way to Disney?
Yeah. Not necessarily Fort Wilderness, but Fort Wilderness too. But it's just cool because you don't have to touch your car. All the transportation is there. It's awesome.
It's their 30th anniversary. They will tell them that. Absolutely.
Oh, definitely
and
tell them
happy
it's your anniversary.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary in advance. So yeah, definitely tell them that. First time Fort Wildernessers. And yeah, and it's gonna ruin you for all the other campgrounds.
Yeah, but if you can get closer to the front of the campground, the buses sometimes take forever to get you through the loops. So, but if you're in the front area, not necessarily in the very front ones, but
front
you
or
can,
the very back, either or.
You can take your bicycle to the boats and all that stuff. So that's like very convenient. So bring bikes.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy anniversary.
Kevin says we have to stay on until 7:30 because they had to wait 30 minutes for us.
No, you were chatting in between each other for 30 minutes. Like, it's funny because I was trying to chat with you guys, telling you we are having difficulties while I was trying to drive so we could get to a best cell phone area because Paul was actually on the passenger side trying to actually figure out all this stuff, and it was a mess, people. It was a mess. And you know, Kevin, that we thought it was mountain time, but it's not. We're in Pacific time, so that was like a little bit, threw us off a little bit in our starting time.
Yeah. Robert started eating vegetarian. Wow.
Yay.
Cool. I'm hoping it's not like he had to because of a health issue. That was a choice. If it's just a choice, cool.
Well, it's always a choice. There's many people with health issues
Well,
that they don't eat vegetarian.
Yeah, but somebody might have said, hey, if you keep eating red meat, you're going to die. And people don't usually just continue to eat. Well, no, they do. All the time.
They do, all the time, Jeff.
Hey, cigarette's going to smoke. Does it get easier? Robert, you got to flip the switch in your head, man. I literally went overnight vegetarian and it was easy. I border hard on the vegan side. Like I really have laid off. Like I don't do eggs anymore either. The only crutch I still have is cheese. Like every now and then, if I can't find a cheese pizza that's vegan cheese, and I'll eat it. But
yeah, but I am not. I am totally 100% vegetarian. I still eat cheese. I still eat like eggs. And once in a while, like I don't even remember when is the last time I ate fish, but once in a while I would eat fish, but I don't remember when is the last time I did.
Right, I don't know.
It's been a long time. I think Alaska might have been the last time. I have not eaten fish while in Baja.
Right. You had shrimp.
And then I felt so bad.
She felt bad because shrimping kills turtles.
And I just saw like one of the probably last nest of the leatherbacks out here, and then I was eating shrimp, and I was like, I'm such a bad person. Like I felt so guilty about it. But anyway, shrimping is actually killing a lot of turtles, and it's right now they're in extreme danger, the Pacific leatherbacks, and so that's why I felt bad because the shrimping people don't care. But anyway, it's like I'm not gonna give a lecture here. I was just saying when is the last time I ate. But yeah.
Cool.
So.
Ready?
I'm
ready to call it?
I'm ready.
Kevin, you've had enough, dude. You've got better things to do. You don't need to be on here with us.
He's in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, he's in Austin.
He's in food heaven right now. Kevin and Laura.
Kevin and Laura have been foodieing
you
out.
literally see every post from them is food, 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 and they all look amazing. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so many more inches on the waist right there.
Yep.
So, but looks pretty amazing though.
Yes, thank you to everybody who showed up tonight. You still have 200 people on here. That's incredible.
I know. Tom and Phil were here too. I'm not sure where they are right now, but they were here in the live. I'm not sure if they're still there, but.
Thank you so much for hanging out. It's awesome. Chris, later, dude. Pamela, Kevin, see you in Florida, dude. Kevin, see you in Florida. Yes. We're actually heading out right now. We're going to go over to Willie's. We're going to hang out with our friends here in Los Barillas for one last night.
Literally already locals in Willis. When we walk in, hey, Paul Lorena. And like, yeah. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Not sure.
Yeah. Thank you again, guys. We really appreciate you hanging out and putting up with our little bit of a problem. But I might do this from here on in. Is just set it up on mobile and then just use the phone to stream from rather than doing it.
Well, you need to learn how to do it faster.
Well, no, but I can set it up here. I'm going to smack her. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to smack her.
We won't do that.
No, I'm
Too
not
many
gonna.
people around.
Yeah. No, if you set it up on your PC, you can't switch to the mobile. If I set it up on mobile, it just works. So.
Okay.
Good night from Witch Mountain or Blair Mountain? Blair Mountain.
Blair Witch Mountain.
Not Blair Witch Mountain, Blair Mountain.
Uh,
Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.
guys.
Keep hanging out.
We're
You can't
gonna
keep touching
miss
us.
you.
That's just it's going to focus on us. See, now we can't even hang up.